Okay guys, today we'll be climbing Currituck Beach Lighthouse.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning. I'm the site manager here. I'm in my 19th year. They said, all right, Megan, you must know enough by now to go talk to this group. But I don't want to bore anybody. So we're going to go fast. We're going to get to some facts, but not if you already know it. But I can't let you leave because you're a school group without learning something. So where are you? What do you know about where you are already so I don't have to repeat?
Currituck Lighthouse.
I love it. We're going to the Currituck Beach Lighthouse. Oh, whatever. Very good. I like it. What else we got? Let me hear it. I like it. Why do you know that? You read our brochure already?
Not every brochure. The social studies. She was in the last group.
Oh, good for her. What do you got?
120 steps.
Oh my gosh, y'all. I got nothing. And also, I'm going to back up for 1 second. They told you a million bricks because we told her a million bricks. I don't think it's true. I actually think we're more like 500 to 650,000 bricks. It's neither here nor there, but we're actually built off other plans for other lighthouses. St. Augustine in Florida, Body Island in North Carolina. And they're both built before we are. So if you go back and look at all of the accounting things that they have and then figure out it was $19 for 1,000 bricks at the time, and then they're going to replicate it here. I cannot get us to a million. We don't have a brick house. We only have a brick foundation. Neither here nor there, and a million's easier to remember. I just don't think it's accurate. What else do we know? What's the point of a lighthouse? Why do we have a lighthouse here?
Light.
Right.
Yes, right. And if a ship crashes here, what's it crashing into?
Sandbar.
Sand, very nice. And if you get hit with sand, what do? You run into sand, what's your plan?
Start digging.
I can't hear.
Start digging.
Start digging, it's hard to do because you're on the ship and it's underwater. And actually until about World War I, when the U.S. loses a lot of its own people due to drowning, not to enemy fire, but to our own people drowning, which is why if you graduate from UNC Chapel Hill, you must be able to swim past the swim test. Because they got sick in World War I of their own graduates just drowning. So this is built in 1875, and there's not a lot of YMCA's to teach people how to swim at that time. So if you start digging, it may not go well for you. So yeah, you essentially have to wait for the winds to change and the water to rise. But if that doesn't happen, in about 4 days, your ship starts falling apart. All the things holding it together, after getting battered for about, days and days in the water, off it goes, and you're going to tie yourself to the mast and hope that you get to shore. And it's a little bit dismal. So the idea is don't hit the shoals. Stay offshore. Currituck is a real tall lighthouse. And it's a tall lighthouse that tells you something. It says, this is not a harbor. There's no safe harbor here. Y'all, Ocracoke, if you see an Ocracoke lighthouse, it's short. You're like, okay, but I've also been to Hawaii, and those lighthouses are short. Or I've been to Cape Cod, and those lighthouses are short. There's two reasons for short lighthouses. It's either they're in a harbor, and they're just trying to keep the harbor safe and get you to that water, or they're at the top of a cliff, because your lighthouse doesn't need to be tall. Your light needs to be on high. A light is all based sort of a Pythagorean theorem, right? This side, you got a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Do y'all know that already? You got that, right? Yeah. So if the distance out to your ship is a and the height of your light is b, the taller your light, the farther your C is going to be. And so we don't want people, and we never did, coming here. The Outer Banks, as y'all surely know, is just sand. Right now, they might say this is an island. People are like, oh, I'm on the island. We're not currently an island. We're just a strip of sand coming down from Virginia. But there used to be more inlets here, but then they all filled in. That's how the Outer Banks works. Until the Wright brothers flew, and then North Carolina said, oh, hey, we want a national monument, and Dayton, Ohio was like, y'all can't have the monument, you're at the end of the earth. No one goes to the Outer Banks. North Carolina was like, we'll change it, we'll put in roads and bridges, we'll build infrastructure, whereas before it had just been mostly small vessels and ships on the ocean. Once you build roads on a strip of sand, the only thing that's going to happen to the roads is they're going to cover with sand and break up and water's going to run over them. It's kind of a useless thing to do until you build a whole dune system, which happened after the WPA and the CCC, and we get people from Fort Eustis, soldiers, to come build dunes. They're all of our dunes that you see on the Outer Banks, blocking the beach between the houses. Those are all artificial, which is why.
Hey, silver reverse stable structure. So,
3,000 steps later.
$100, I will drop my phone.
$100 you will not.
Why? Can we go back in now?
No. God, I'm scared of like a big breeze just coming.
I'm just scared of the breeze. That's it.
So am I.
Again, guys, this is the best lighthouse view that we get.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm scared.
Miss Rebels,
It's nice.
if I start cussing, please don't get mad at me.
What, honey?
If I start cussing, please don't get mad.
Well, honey, you know, you can express your fear.
Through other words. Yes.
Should I? Hey, who is trustworthy of holding my phone over the edge?
No. No. I'm dropping it. If you give me your phone. She's dropping
Probably
it.
see our hotel from over here.
Can you?
No, it's
No.
probably it's probably way back there.
Yeah, it's,
We can see our buses though.
We see the buses. It's cool.
there's our
Oh,
buses.
dude, the water looks.
Yeah, the water does look really.
Freddie?
Imagine somebody building a house up here. It's not that bad.
Hey, boys, can I get a picture of you five?
Yeah, bro.
Yes, my legs are already shaking.
Who did? Oh goodness, I'm scared too.
Dude, plus one is gonna like really blow you out.
Yes, my 10.
I want to stay
Our
up here now.
time has.
Dang it.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good.
Wait, I'm going second. I'm going second.
I want to go last.
This is down. Yes.
We don't go yet. We don't go yet.
I think that's
It's fun.
Silas, Rainbow Village over there.
Door yet? Am I almost to the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, here, make way.
Yes.
Make
We're
way.
doing Mr. Roy.
Alrighty. Make way. Yeah. Here, hook. She's over there. You give Miss Ricky.